Okay, so in this video, I'm going to show you how to pull content in, and you may already know how to do this, but I'm going to show you how to pull some content from the Hall County virtual course, the Hall County, sorry, bleh, the Hall County School District blended learning course, Laney's courses. I'm just going to call them the Laney's courses. How you could pull information from the Laney course into the Florida Virtual Blueprint course. So there's some pretty good social studies content here in the Laney course. And so Peter, Stacia, you're going to want to probably utilize this. You may, and I know that some of you guys have worked on some of this even with Laney, and so it may be that you say these are really good whole modules. Let's definitely just pull them in. So you can move them or share them, copy them into another course. And what you do is you say the turn of the century unit is a good one. We're going to come over here to the three dots and click to copy it to. And then here it says select a course. So you are copying it to a course. Now I've got a bazillion courses over here because I'm a district admin in Canvas. But you would start typing in the name of the course. I think it was BPV, I don't remember. Look, I can see marketing. But you would click on here the name of the course or click the drop down of the course, the fifth grade blueprint virtual course that you're sending it to. And then it would copy it in. Now, when it does copy it in, it copies it in at the very bottom, which may be okay for this fifth grade social studies one because it had pretty much nothing in it. So it's probably fine for it to go at the very bottom. But in like that kindergarten social studies one, if you've got something that you're copying into the new course, it's going to show up at the bottom. So you're going to want to click it from the bottom, and then when you click it from the bottom, you know, you can drag it up and put it into the module that you want it to go into. So that's how you do that. Before I end this video, one other thing I was thinking of just then, when we do add something that is new Hall County material, that's not part of the stuff that was originally in the Florida virtual courses, one of the things we've done in ELA and in math to cue your virtual teachers in your building that this is something that was added is we make sure that we go back in. I'm going to pull up just this first grade course and show you. We add to the beginning of it a nomenclature, you see it right there, that alerts them with two asterisks, and then whatever the name of the page is, it doesn't really matter, but we put the two asterisks at the front of whatever that name is. Those two asterisks cue that virtual teacher automatically to know this is something that was added by the Hall County folks. And so you can see here, this was the middle of a Florida virtual module 2, and then it made sense for these two additional lessons to go sort of right there in the middle before the students continued on. And so that's what we're asking that you do, that you look at those modules, think about where do these standards fills best fit, pull it into that spot, and then cue the virtual teachers that this is something from our folks by putting those two asterisks next to it in the name. And you just do that by editing a page. All right. I think that's everything that I needed to cover, all of the main basics. If there are any questions as you start to work and you need to reach out to me, please do. I want to be here to help and support you. Remember, these are your partners, and you can attack it together any way that you want. You can say, we're going to work on all of this together, or you might want to say, like, Peter and Stacia, because you've got so many to cover, you may want to say, okay, well, I'm going to start with, you know, turn of the century. You start with Civil War, and divide and conquer it that way. You're welcome to do it that way. I know that Rebecca here and Emily are from the same school. They were talking about possibly trying to work together. Or was that right? No, Amanda. Amanda here was doing science, and Emily was also doing science, which actually Rebecca's from the same school too. But Amanda and Emily were both doing science. They were like, could we team up a little together? And they're on different grade levels. But if Emily and Jane decide that they want to, okay, I'll take space and you take light and sound, then Amanda could certainly work collaboratively with Emily on space, and Emily work and help Amanda on what she's doing as well. But we're just doing the best that we can. We're working together, and we're just attacking it as best we can. when, like I said, when you finish a unit, if you finish a unit or module, particularly in those courses that don't have very much, please let me know. I like to do a shout out to all the virtual teachers saying, hey, want to warn you, I'm fixing to do a sync to give you this unit. And then we want to get them some of those finished units as soon as we can. And so let me know as soon as you finish one, so that I can get that out to them. Make sure to record on your timesheet the amount of time that you spent on this. We're thinking 6 to 8 hours. You'll be paid at your hourly rate. These payroll forms come back to me. I'll sign it for you. You just fill it in with your name, and they keep track of your time by week and total it on the end here. You sign it at the bottom, and then you send it to me, and I sign it as the supervisor of this virtual stuff. It goes here under regular hours. I know that makes weird sense because it is over and above what you're doing in your classroom, but the school system doesn't really pay quote unquote overtime, like time and a half. This is an extra supplemental contract, and that's why it goes here under regular hours. But when you get this to me, I send it through, and payroll processes it pretty quickly. So when you're finished with your work, definitely send it to me because we want to get you compensated for this extra work and extra time that you're putting in. All right, now I think we're finished. Again, reach out to me with any questions along the way. I'm happy to help, troubleshoot, problem solve. Penny is also fabulous, of course, with all of the Canvasy things. I'm pretty good at it, but sometimes I have to defer to her and ELS on some questions. All right, thanks so much.